for joining us tonight. I'm Tracy Carlos. A party turned horror show on Halloween weekend in Summit County. 9 people injured after being shot in an investigation into what happened overnight in Bath Township. News 5's Nadine Abasado is there for us tonight and has the very latest details.
Hey guys, I'm standing here on top of the Hill Road, and you can see behind me 2 crime scene units as that investigation is underway. Then if you look a little bit closer right here near the street, caution tape and bits and pieces from last night telling a story. But 2 questions remain. Why did someone open fire at a party? And why was that party held here? It was a party promoted on social media that took place at this Airbnb Saturday night. Police saying that shortly after midnight on the first floor, someone or multiple people opened fire, leaving 9 hurt. As of now, it's unclear how severe their injuries are. 3 were treated at Summa Health and 6 were treated at the Cleveland Clinic. Police say most of the party guests were under the age of 18, but the victims include both adults and teens. As the investigation continues, during a press conference, Bath Township Police Chief Vito Sinopoli said this isn't the first time they've had issues with Airbnb properties.
Well, our police department really prioritizes the safety and security of our residents and businesses, and this is very much out of character. But I will say that we did have another incident in July of 2017, another Airbnb within the township in which one individual sustained a leg wound. So really, it's pretty much an indicator that no community is immune from violence, and this happened to be in Bath Township again, unfortunately.
Now, here's a question. So they said the majority of the people were under 18, but then they had some of the victims were adults. I know they were showing alcohol. I don't know if they were just trying to put an idea in our mind, but why under 18? Why are you at a party with alcohol and all that? I don't know, but let's keep going, dog. Let's keep going. Y'all know what I'm thinking, but let's keep going.
Bath, there's a zoning prohibition that doesn't make renting an Airbnb illegal, but it does result in a violation. As of now, no arrests have been made, and police are asking anyone with information to contact Bath Township PD. Coming up at 11, we spoke to some of the residents in the area about what they heard and saw last night. Reporting in Bath Township, Nadine Abasado, News 5.
Absolutely crazy. Let's go over into this next video and see what else we can find out.
Tonight, we are tracking the developing details on a mass shooting in Bath Township. The shooting broke out at a $1 million mansion that was being rented out as a short-term Airbnb. Police confirmed 9 people were injured. As of now, their conditions are not clear. No arrests have been made. Annabelle Childers breaks down what we know from officials and neighbors.
What is the address of the emergency?
Somebody is hit. Just after midnight, a flurry of 911 calls started coming from a mansion on top of the Hill Road.
There's a shooting and a girl has been shot.
Do you have the description of the person that shot the shooter?
No. The shots were just fired and everybody just started running and ducking.
Neighbors who wanted to stay anonymous described hearing loud noises and then seeing a sea of cars bumper to bumper leaving their street.
I've never seen anything just like this. The amount of cars were up and down the street. There had to be at least 100.
Bath Township Police.
Hold on, back that up. Y'all see how many people there are? They said $1 million mansion, so it was a lot of people having a good party. It said it was, remember they said that it was advertised on social media. A lot of people came. And when that happens, when a lot of people come, there's always going to be those bad actors. Always going to be the bad actors who can't handle their emotions, like I said before, and shoot up the party. Absolutely crazy. Let's keep going.
The amount of cars were up and down the street. There had to be at least 100.
Bath Township Police say officers responded to the mansion around 12:16 Sunday morning and found multiple people shot, including teens and young adults. They quickly learned the house was being rented out as a short-term Airbnb rental.
We can confirm that a large party was taking place at this location, which we've learned was advertised on various social media platforms, drawing a significant crowd.
According to Bath Township Police Chief Vito Sinopoli, the majority of the people at the party were under 18. In all, 9 people were injured and transported to local hospitals, some by gunfire, and one victim who sustained a leg injury from a fall. More than a dozen local agencies responded to the shooting, and as night turned into day, Ohio BCI remained on scene gathering evidence.
We have confirmed that there are several different calibers of guns, but we've not yet confirmed what exactly those calibers are.
Police are investigating whether one or multiple shooters are involved. But when it comes to witnesses shedding light on what happened,
The individuals from this party immediately fled following the shooting incident, so we're doing our very best right now to gather information. At this point in time, there's been some cooperation, but not to the extent that we had hoped.
we reached out to Airbnb for information on the booking, and they provided us this statement, writing in part, "Unauthorized and disruptive gatherings are strictly prohibited on Airbnb, and our safety team acted immediately to remove the account of the individual who deliberately broke those rules by booking this stay." Our law enforcement response team is in contact with the chief of Bath Township Police Department to assist their ongoing investigation to ensure those responsible for this terrible incident are brought to justice.
Absolutely crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. They was advertising this party on social media. Probably charging a fee, buy you a ticket. Come on, they were trying to make some money. Majority of the people under 18. Probably somebody had a grudge, said multiple calibers. Probably people fighting. We got to use our context clues here. We got to use our context clues. If multiple calibers, that means multiple shooters. Most likely some kind of fight. One shoots at one person, the other person shoots at the other. They don't care about collateral damage. They don't care about who gets shot during the situation. That's not a part of it. They only care about trying to kill the other person they're opping with. It's a wild world. It's like the wild, wild west. Let's keep going.
Now, Chief Sinopoli says police are in contact with the property owner, but he notes Airbnb and short-term rentals are prohibited in Bath Township's zoning code. Neighbors tell us they never knew the home next door was one.
There's an ordinance against that for a reason, to prevent this sort of thing, so not happy about that at all. This is a quiet community, families and homeowners, and who didn't think this is something that could happen here.
See, he was trying to make some money. The homeowner of $1 million mansion was trying to make some money. And then I guess you could never know that something like this would happen, but now you're probably going to get some kind of charge. It'd be like a fee or something like that. It's not going to be like a criminal charge, but for breaking the zoning laws. So you're going to be in some kind of trouble, but let's keep going.
And right now, we are still waiting for an update on the status of those victims. Chief Sinopoli says this is a sensitive investigation because some of these victims are under the age of 18. In the newsroom, Annabelle Childers, 3 News.
All right, Annabelle. Meanwhile, Akron Mayor Shamus Malik released a statement tonight on the shooting, saying in part, quote, "The city of Akron will do anything needed to assist Bath officials in the investigation that is already underway. Those who perpetrate violence anywhere in our community must be held accountable for their actions. This kind of deadly behavior cannot be normalized," end quote. And 3 News Investigates has been digging into the owners of the home where the shooting happened. Property records show Michael Jones bought the home for $1.2 million in 2022 as he was facing federal mail and wire fraud charges in Nevada. Prosecutors say he defrauded small businesses of millions of dollars in fake grant writing services and was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. But before heading to prison, he transferred the home to his wife, Shauna Gardner. We were not able to reach Gardner for comment tonight.
So he a criminal too. Let's back that up. Let's hear that one more time. Let's hear that one more time so we can understand who the owner of this house is.
Happened. Property records show Michael Jones bought the home for $1.2 million in 2022 as he was facing federal mail and wire fraud charges in Nevada. Prosecutors say he defrauded small businesses of millions of dollars in fake grant writing services and was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. But before heading to prison, he transferred the home to his wife, Shauna Gardner. We were not able to reach Gardner for comment tonight.
So his wife was the one who was running. He's in jail. At least that's what I'm understanding. He's in jail. He transferred the ownership to his wife. And the wife don't care. She gonna do what she had to do to make some money. Criminals. There's a lot of criminals around. He was defrauding businesses of millions of dollars, saying that he's gonna write grants for them. But you know what he did? He ain't do nothing. Not a damn thing. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Now we'll keep up with this to see if we can learn out who the shooters were, who the shooter was. But I don't know if we won't find out who all was at the party, most likely. They said there was hundreds of people at that party. They might have some kind of guest list of people who, that'd be good if they can find a guest list of the person who was running the party. But absolutely crazy, y'all. 9 people injured from an Ohio party shooting at $1 million mansion owned by a criminal himself. It's a crazy world we live in. But we got to keep reviewing the world together. Let me know your thoughts on that situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. It's a crazy world. All right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the World. Remember to like and subscribe.